Let's continue to question 2B. Question 2B reads, Joyce and Richard contributed 10,000 Ghana cedis and 5,000 Ghana cedis respectively to start a business. They agreed that Richard will be paid 1/3 of the profit as a manager, and the rest of the profit will be shared in the ratio of their contribution. If the profit of 9,000 Ghana cedis was made, how much did Joyce receive? I. How much did Richard receive in total? Let's begin. Solution. First of all, we need to know the total, the profit. We know the profit. They give us the profit. So profit is equal to 9,000 Ghana cedis. Please put a dot and put the 2 zeros here to cater for the pesos in the Ghana cedis. Good. For us to know, this is the total profit they got. For us to know out of this profit, Richard was paid 1/3. So for us to know the amount Richard was paid, or let's say that amount paid to Richard will be equal to 1/3 times the 9,000 Ghana cedis. This will be equal to 3 goes into 9, 3. 1 times 3 is still 3. So you add the 3 zeros left. So that will be 3,000 Ghana cedis. So out of the profit, Richard has already been paid this amount. So now we have to take this amount out of the profit. Then the amount that is left is now shared in the ratio of their contribution. So amount left to be shared will be equal to the total profit 9,000 minus what Richard was paid, 3,000. This will give us, so it will be left with 6,000 Ghana cedis to be shared among the two of them. Good. So now they said this amount was shared in the ratio of their contribution. So ratio is equals to Joyce is to Richard This is 10,000, but the zeros will cancel, is to 5. The 3 zeros will cancel, so is to 5. Or when I go further, 5 here 1, 5 here 2, so I will have 2 is to 1. Any of them you take is correct. Any of them you take is correct. Then let me look for, before you calculate or you look for the shares of each of them, you need to know the total ratio. So the total ratio is equal to either 10 plus 5, which is equals to 15, or 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3. Remember, I said any of them is correct. Now knowing the total ratio, let's go ahead to look for BECE's share. So BECE's share will be equal to BECE's ratio over total ratio. I will take the second one, which is 2 and 3, times the 6,000 that is left. So times 6,000 Ghana cedis. Again, 3 goes here 1, 3 goes here 2. 2 times 2, 4. So you add the 3 zeros. So I will have, remember, we are dealing with Ghana cedis. So add the Ghana cedis to get 4,000. You add the pesos. In some instances, if you don't add the pesos, the examiner will not give you the full marks. We are done with BECE's share. Let's go and look for Richard's share. Richard's share will be equal to 1, the ratio of Richard, which is 1 over the total ratio times the amount to be shared, which is 6,000. So 3 goes here 1, 3 goes to 6, 2. 1 times 2, this would give me, remember we are dealing with Ghana cedis. So this will give me 1 times 2, 2, 2 plus the 3 zeros, which is what? 2,000. Then you put your pesos there. So this is Richard's share. This is Richard's share. Now, the other part of the question is asking you to look for the total amount Richard received. So that is II. So amount received by Richard, amount received by Richard is equal to the first amount he was paid, which is 3,000 Ghana cedis for being the manager. For being the manager, put this 3,000 Ghana cedis for being the manager, and the amount he received on his contribution, which is 2,000 Ghana cedis. So in total, Richard received 5,000 Ghana cedis. So Richard received 5,000 Ghana cedis. This is question 1B.